Welcome in, welcome in. Who is ready for some Prospect League? Who is ready for some Prospect League? As we start off every Prospect League, we gotta start off with good news. Before you even bought a glove, even put on the cleats, all of that, you already made the playoffs. You already made the playoffs. And for those who are new, just to give you a quick little rundown, we're going to be doing a mix of Twitch streams and what we call an RTS, which basically the layman's terms for that. If we're doing an RTS, we usually put a web link in the rookie server, and it just opens up a web page, and you can just follow along. Um, you're not technically watching a stream like you are right now. Um, think of it as like if you go check scores like ESPN and you have all the different box scores and they're all changing in real time. Imagine that, but for Prospect League. But we will have at least 4 streams hosted by yours truly. Um, the plan currently is obviously tonight, next week, Monday and Friday. And then the championship, our rookie showcase, which is 2 weeks from today. So these would be players who created from the trade deadline, or the day after the trade deadline, I should say, which was this past Monday. Lost track of time. Earlier this week, whoever created from Monday on down, um, will be in Prospect League as they will be part of the S63 um, draft class. I will eventually find my words. Um, trying to think if there's any. Oh yeah, so there'll be not. We're doing it. All of these are in sections of 6 games. Now today we'll be watching 4 games. We'll be watching 4 games today, including both games on opening day. But there'll be 9 sections of 6 regular season games apiece, and then we do the entirety of the playoffs all in one stream, and hopefully Chadwick will not jinx it. If you know, you know. If you're a longtime Prospect League viewer, you probably know what I'm hinting towards. But that is 2 week future me's problem. We're here for baseball, and we're here, and we got, I believe, since Punk is here, Punk's the one that makes me look smart. Punk, how many total prospects are we up to? While I go to our first game of the day, because we're gonna do this the easy way. First of all, let me make sure I got BNN off. Good. Okay. 9. Okay. I was gonna let you do what you're doing. So yeah, anybody who created before Monday would be in, or well, wait a minute. Punk, is it Monday or is it? Oh no, I didn't make the mistake. No, I did not. I opened the file. I downloaded it. I didn't make the same mistake I did, was 2 seasons ago. Like 4:30. I made sure to click download again. I know I did it right because I'm pretty sure the last time I was in the file was before we added EVC. I was about to ask a question. Now I don't remember if I asked the question or not. That's okay. We got people to introduce. Oh, let me get this other housekeeping out of the way because if this is your first time watching Prospect League, you may see. Oh yes, okay, yeah. I don't know if I asked the question or if you knew what where I was about to be confused because trade deadline is Saturday, and but the new week starts on Monday, so it could have been open on Sunday. So yeah, you knew where I was getting at. Um, you if you're new to Prospect League, you're gonna see that there are names with asterisks next to them, and names that don't have asterisks next to them. The names that do not have asterisks next to them are prospects. Those would be the people that would definitely keep our eyes on. There's some deadlines for those who don't know. I'm a GM, so there's some deadlines as a GM where it's like the end of a game day, for example, like contract renewals. Um, there's another thing that's like at the end of the games rather than the end of the week. So I always get things twisted. Who is your player? Let's start there, and we'll work our way there. I don't believe so. What? So when did you create Felix? Okay, there you go. There's your answer. So you well actually if you created a week ago, you should be has your minor league GMs not reached out to you? That's my new question. Because for just for context purposes, um you're on the waivers for 24 hours. And usually by then a minor league team would claim you. We're way past 24 hours. So I hope whatever team claimed you, they should be getting in touch with you. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So I understand the confusion. I understand the confusion. I'm gonna go on a little tangent, and this is the good thing about me being doing all the Prospect League streams. I can take as long as I want. Um, so I get the confusion now. So because for those who don't know, I created SHL and ISFL, two of our affiliate leagues, and I created at times that were well. SHL, no, SHL I created at the right time because somebody told me, okay, no, this is time to do it. But ISFL, I did it a couple weeks early, so like I was put on in their case, it's DSFL. But then you go back into the draft, so you could be on two different. So there are leagues that do it that way. So I can understand where the confusion came in, but once you are on in PBE, once you are in a minor league team, you are on a minor league team. Now, you will be looking forward to something else if you haven't heard from them yet. You would be in the major league draft, which is I should know this particular date, but I don't know. Punk, do you know do you know when that stream is offhand? I don't remember. I want to say it's like the last Thursday. Yes, it's like 13 days from now. Okay. Now, for further context, not to confuse everybody, if you are in the Prospect League, if you're in the Prospect League, like if you are in this file, this is the path that you're going to go on. So you will be hearing from minor league GMs who will be scouting you. And then you'll be in the minor league draft, which I know what day the minor league draft. The minor league draft is the day after playoffs. So that would be the 30th if I'm not mistaken. And so you would be in that draft. Then you get drafted to a minor league team. You do your first season in the minor leagues. And then about what, 8 weeks from now, 7, 8 weeks from now, you'll be in the next, not this upcoming one, but the one after that, the major league draft. So you're in two drafts, effectively. Now, just because you are drafted to a major league team doesn't mean you're going to be playing in the majors straight away. That's one common confusion that I hear from people. It just means that the major league team has your rights. So at any time after that, you could be called up. That might be the simplest way. for me to put it. Also, before I get any further, I always forget. In fact, no, let me go back. We have 4 teams. I was doing so good, and I forgot to talk about our 4 teams. Now, Punk, who chose the team names, and while I'm waiting for that answer, so we have 3 different team names and 1 defending champ. So the defending champs keep their team name, and this time around, East Shark with Legs. They are the defending champs. Oh gosh, I got doubly be on my best behavior. Our boss man selected these team names, which is the Argonians, the Red Guards, and the Dunmer. I don't know if Dame's watching or Punk. Do you know what's the connection? This is out of my scope of expertise. Now, this view, they're very tiny, but as we go on throughout Prospect League, you'll be able to see them. They're also in the rookie server. Um, Shout out to Orbiting Death, who is our longtime Prospect League logo maker. He's been doing this. He's literally been doing this as long as I've been doing it. As long as I've been commentating Prospect League, Orbiting Death has been doing logos for us, and that's a very long time. I think this is my 21st or 22nd edition of Prospect League, and I still don't sound like a professional. Elder Scrolls, thank you. I don't know what that is. I've heard of it. Isn't that a video game? Before Dame rips me a new one, I did the same thing 8 weeks ago when Orbiting Death chose the names, and they were all related to a book. A book with a name in it, wasn't it? It was something Larry, wasn't it? Punk knows he bought the books. Which once we get to Ask the Booth, I might do Ask the Chat. Oh, Carl, thank you. Dungeon Crawler Carl. That's not even close to Larry. uh okay, now that I got that part out of the way, now we can go back into this. Let's introduce some players. Oh, wait, hang on. Anybody got there any relief pitcher? Because I'll tell you, there's one. While I'm here, since I always forget relief pitchers, we're going to start with relief pitchers first. Dixie Wrecked, our first of our prospects that we're introducing tonight, AM Johnson 636. I do not know if this person is a recreate. Punk, is this person a recreate? As you can tell, I don't have my cheat sheet in front of me. Submarine, ooh, that's interesting. Submarine, I'm pretty sure it's a junk ball build since it's 88 to 90 on the velocity. Right-handed tosser, sinker, circle change, and a knuckle curve. But welcome, Dixie Wrecked. I feel like there's a hidden meaning behind that name that I haven't caught on to yet. No relief pitchers on the north, so go back to this. A.M. Johnson. Thank you. I don't remember the numbers after that. I had to think very hard. Lorenzo Moore, 94. I know this is a new create. Welcome to the league, Lencho Lopez. I know they're from ISFL. I just didn't know if this is like their first like PBE player. Oh, do you so happen to be him? Or is this like a funny? We'll talk in third person. Oh, okay. Because I was about to be like, congratulations, even though I don't know if they're here to hear me say congratulations. Uh, Punk, did this person use all their? I don't know if I've ever seen a creating Prospect League where they're all literally yellow. Like I can't tell what build this was supposed to be. Um, their catcher, they do a little catch and a little third base. Their primary is third base. Lencho Lopez. Oh, you're doing that multitasking. I feel like I'm on a three-way call, but I can only hear myself. Well, because I'm very curious about what's going on there. I almost feel like I need to pull up the cheat sheet just to double check. On the north, um, why is it all yellow? I just don't. I never seen that. Usually something on there is good. Welcome back, Rockford. I believe this is their second or third player. First time doing a batter though. First time doing a batter. Second base, left field, and right field. Second. Okay. I knew it was a relief pitcher the first time though. Oh, is balance the flavor of the season? Is that the trend? Is that because that's usually how it goes. Now I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. Can't talk bad about this player because it's our boss. Even though I talked smack about our boss or was it last prospect league or two prospect leagues ago with our commish? I believe it's two prospect leagues ago. But Agnes Digital, which I had to Google it. I had to Google it. I regret Googling it because I know Dame, aka Chaotic One, aka the head of all of the simming. Like he just doesn't pick a random name. There's usually a meaning behind it. And this time, to my disdain, it's one of those anthropomorphic horses. Hey, thanks. Also, welcome in as a mod, one of our newer mods. Simheads are me. I can't do that. Nope. Mm-mm. I've survived 21 seasons of doing this. I can't lose a job. But Agnes Digital, one of our two starting pitchers so far in the Prospect League. Oh, I don't. Yeah, this is an. I can't believe I'm saying this. Agnes Digital was not only a real life Japanese horse, but is also one of those horse things from Umamu Sumi. All right. Now that I got all that disdain out of my system. At least he's on the team with Jose. At least we get to see Jose first. One of our four what we call ultimate legacy players. Looks like Jose's on the north and Hingle McCringleberry on the south. All right. I think I got all the stuffs out of the way. Oh yes. I got to pick the stadiums. We had a person that won the because for those who don't know, we usually do these as part of our yearly charity drive where you get to auction for the privilege to pick Prospect League teams for a season. Same for the stadiums. Um, the person who won for stadiums this year is no longer part of the community. I won't go any further than that. So I got to pick them because I'm kind of sort of the boss around here, even though I'm not. What I can tell you is North, and it's very appropriate that the stadium's up north, or is north enough to count as north. We're going to be going to Philadelphia Citizens Bank Park, even though it's still affectionately called Noggs Field in our save file. But with that being said, I've spent like 20 minutes of just random rambling. Oh man, I felt that in my soul. All right, watch some baseball. It'll be Max Smith leading off. Deep fly ball, but not deep enough for the first out. Next up will be Harlan Wendrickson. Grounder to short in time for the second out. And now McCanahan Another fly ball, this time to center. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. I think it's very fascinating that Jose is leading off. Jose, not really a leadoff kind of guy, but he'll go opposite field for the flyout. One down in the bottom of the first. Now Jaden Zielinski popped up kind of behind the widgets, but it is caught on the third base side, 2 outs. As that is sky high. My goodness. Shortstop under it to make the grab. No score through 1. We'll go to the top of the second. Roy D. Rage. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. Next up be Press Duckley. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Hingle. Strike 3 looking. Go to the home half. 4-5-6 duo be Brian Bleeker. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. Next up will be McCovey. And that is going to be down the line to the corner for extra bases. So McCovey with a 1 out double. That'll bring a Misty Morning. Try to bring him in. Grounder to the shortstop. Out number 2. Next up will be Dyken Park. The player, not the park. As that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And they'll leave the runner stranded. Scoring position. Scoreless through 2. Go to the top of the third. It'll be bottom of the south order. As Unmore hits that right to first base for the first out. And now they'll bring up Lopez. Ball 4. First base runner for the South. Runner aboard, 1 out for Brendan Ryan. Runner going. And we'll get our first stolen base of Prospect League as well. So the South, in the same, almost similar situation as the North. Runner at second with 1 out. Chopper keeps the runner there, 2 outs. Top of the order is Smith. And that's going to be through for a base hit. Runner's going to try to score from second. The throw to home is not in time. Max Smith with an RBI single. South will score the first run of this season of Prospect League. They're up 1-0. Runner at first as Harlan Windrickson with a base hit up the middle. Runner's going to try to go to third, and it's offline. So runners in the corners with 2 outs. And that's going to be in the corner. McAnahan brings in at least 1. Second runner coming around, and there will be no throw. A 2 RBI double for McAnahan. That's his very nice 69th double of Prospect League, in Prospect League career. And that is, it's dropped in center field. They're going to actually score that a double for Rage. It's 4-0. Duckley with a base hit. Runner coming around. Scores 5-0. Hit him. The wheels have fallen off the bus for the horse. Fly ball left field off the bat of Unmore, and that will finally end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's a 5-run lead for the South. J-Dub leading off. Struck him out looking. Next up will be Morellis. Through for a base hit. So runner first with 1 out. Top of the order to Jose. Liner caught at second base. Now Zielinski, runner going. Runner is going to be safe. Runner at second, 2 outs. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to send the runner from second. Throw to the plate is not in time. Zielinski with an RBI single. They'll get 1 of the runs back. There'll be no shutout tonight. 5-1. Grounder off the bat of Griffin to go to first to end the inning. Eventful third inning. It's 5-1 South. Go to the top of the fourth. Lopez. Chopper to second. In time for out number 1. Next up will be Ryan. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Top of the order to Smith. Chopper to the second baseman, out number 2. Or out number 3, I should say. 4-5-6 due up for the North. Same score. It'd be Bleecker, swing and a miss, strike 3. Nobody on for McCovey, fly ball to right. That is in time for out number 2. As Morning pops that up by the third base bag, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. Go to the 5th, Harlan Windrickson leading off. Fly ball left field. Caught for out number 1. Next up, McCanahan. Called, strike 3. And now Rage. Did not go around, ball 4. And that'll be it for Digital. Now Murphy in and immediately walks Duckley. First and second with 2 outs. Chopper. And they'll make the play. Halfway through opening day, game 1. South up 5-1. We'll go to the home half, bottom of the order. Park, swing and miss, strike 3. Now J-Dub, swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Morales with the only hit, or one of only 3 hits for the North, and it'll be a ground out 1-2-3 inning. Top of the 6th, bottom of the South order is Unmore. That is not coming back. Oppo Taco. Dinger time for Sean Unmore makes it back up to a 5-run lead for the Argonians. As Lopez hits that to center right, well, kind of like right center field-ish for out number 1. Now Ryan. And that is also not coming back. Gone down the left field line. 2 home runs in this inning for the South. Brennan Ryan with his first. It's now 7-1. Go to the top of the order. As Smith hits that sky high, shallow center. 2 outs. As Harlan Windrickson with a base hit opposite field keeps the inning going. That'll bring back up McCanahan. Grounder to short, and they'll make the force at second base to retire the side. 2 more for the South. They're up by 6 as we go to the bottom of the inning. Top of the order, Jose. As Jose will fly out to left for out number 1. Next up will be Zielinski. Base hit center field. Runner first with 1 out. Runner going, and he is out by about 3 country miles. I have a feeling that was supposed to be a hit and run that didn't have the hit, as Griffin will strike out to retire the side. We'll go to the top of the 7th. 4-5-6 due up for the South. It'll be Rage drawing the leadoff walk. Next up is Duckley. Liner to left, caught. Hingle with a base hit to right field. Runner's going to try to go to third and gets there. Runners to the corners, 1 out for Unmore. Called. Strike 3, 2 outs. Runner still in the corners as Lopez hits that sky high. A lot of sky high fly balls in this game, or pop ups, and it'll be caught and take us to the stretch where it's still a 7-1 game. Bleecker leading off for the North. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. Next up will be McCovey. Liner to center field, caught for out number 2. As Morning to center field, that's going to be down for a base hit. So runner at first base, 2 outs. This Park, strike 3 called. Go to the top of the 8th. 9-1-2 for the South. Swing and a miss, strike three, one out. Top of the order to Smith. Popped up. Shortstop under, makes catch. And called strike three to Harlan Windrickson to retire the side. Go to the bottom of the eighth, 8-9-1 to up for the North. J-Dub leading off. Did not go around ball four. So leadoff runner is on for the North for, I believe, the first time in this whole game. As Morellis swings and misses. One out, top of the order to Jose. Swing and a miss, strike three. Two outs, and that gets away from the catcher. It's going to be scored a pass ball, runner at second with two outs. That is lined to deep right, but not deep enough. Caught at the track to retire the side. We'll go to the top of the ninth. It'll be McCanahan drawing the leadoff walk as well. Runner first, Rage. Fly ball left, caught for out number one. Stays with runner first, one out. Duckley hits that sky high in the infield. And make the catch for out number two. Next up will be McCringleberry. And that is to deep center and caught for out number three. And that'll take us to the bottom of the ninth. North got their work cut out for them. 6-7 to win. As Griffin will lead off with a base hit. Runner first with no outs. Bleeker swing and a miss, strike three, one out. Next up will be McCovey, and that's going to be a base hit. First and second now with one out. And that is not coming back. Misty morning with a 3-run dinger time, and all of a sudden, one out in the game, and it's only a 3-run deficit. 7-4. As Park swing and a miss, strike three, two outs. And J-Dub is going to hit that to right field playable, and it'll be caught for out number three, and the game is over. South will win 7-4. North tried to make it interesting there at the very end. Player of the game going to the Bond 345. Go ahead and save. And we will go into our other opening day game. Two more teams worth people to introduce. As that's a great name. Who is the B Fry? Johnny Hammersticks. He has a batter name, but it's a pitcher. But why? Wait, hang on. Why is it not a sandwich? Is there not another sandwich we could do? Like do like B BEE last name LT, like BLT, or first name grilled, last name cheese. If for you new PB ears, B Fry, was it his first player, Punk? By the way, do you know? B Fry, who is the username for Johnny Hammersticks, his previous player was Beef Rye. Yes, it was a sandwich. Were the other ones sandwiches? Did we run out of sandwiches? I was not. I've only been around for the beef fry era. Forkball, sinker, cutter. This is a flame build. I don't need to look much further. Just look at the velo, and you know. But congrats on the recreate beef fry. I'm a little disappointed. Maybe hammer sticks is like slang for like beef jerky or something. Uh, I'm in it for the names, man. I'm in it for the names. And yes, I knew there was at least one. I don't know if Pyro is still around. Knuckle Puck. Yes, we have a hockey puck as a pitcher. We've gone from potential sandwich to a dangerous piece of hard rubber that you don't want to get hit by. And I'm referring to a hockey puck. Um, Junk ball build, changeup sinker, knuckle curve. Throws right-handed. Congrats on the recreate Pyro. Another person I can't talk smack about because they're my teammate in SHL, and can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. All right, now I got the relief pitchers out of the way because that's the one I always forget to click the button. Let's go talk about some hitters, and we do have one starting pitcher by the way for these, kind of blocking the bottom with the overlay. Find my words there. Killian de Blow. The Blue. I should have Googled it beforehand. Zion Lip. I'm assuming this is a new user. This is definitely a speed build. This is a speed build. Or no, wait, didn't you say they were all balanced? Did all of the batters select balanced? Because I almost feel like this is a speed build. Shortstop, left field, center field. Okay, so I was right. Okay. I had that going for me ish. But welcome in Zion Lip to PBE. And then there's at least one. I know he's watching me on mute because he is eating dinner at a restaurant, and we don't want to be rude to the other patrons. I can't. As time goes, I feel old. My fellow OOTP affiliate, EVC and NYC2. It feels like it was just yesterday that they created Enrique Von Caliente, and we've already gotten to the point to where it's time for the first edition of EVC to hang up the cleats, and now we have Enrique Von Muy Caliente, which I'll be honest, that's very clever. It's much better than doing Enrique Von Caliente the second or Junior or something along those lines. It's very clever, very clever. Second base, third base. This looks like a balance build. Maybe. Oh, I see. Or is this a freak build? This could be freak or balanced. Watch Punk come back with neither. It's some. Watch it be something else because why not? Why not? But congrats on the recreate EVC, and thank you for making me feel old. In case you so happen to watch back on this while not on mute, man, yeah, watch. No, I don't think it is because the error's too low. I think the error's too low for magician. Usually you could really tell looking at the fielding stats for magician. Usually it's very noticeable. Last but certainly not least, I know this is a recreate, and now I want so I'm assuming Foot named this after hashtag not sponsored, named this after the restaurant Zaxby Chan, unless there's some other hidden meaning that I'm not aware of. But the only other starting pitcher so far for our prospects. Hey, it was. Thank God it wasn't neither. Sidearm build. Is this a control freak or this could be control freak or junk ball? I'm gonna say control freak. Change-up cutter, fastball. Wow, a lot of sidearms. Throws right-handed. A lot of sidearms. I feel like that's like punk. No wait, I feel like we've let me start over. I feel like we have a lot of sidearm pitchers. That's the other thing I've noticed as far as the flavor of the day. I did not create any of these players, as you can tell. That's why I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. And that's why I keep asking Punk all the pertinent questions. All right. East. East was Tropicana. We're going to Tropicana. Is it Tropicana Field or Tropicana Park? One of those. We're going to Tampa. So we get to play in the. Nobody hit the catwalk. We don't need people getting confused over the catwalk rules. If you know what I'm talking about, then you're a smart apple. Let's go ahead. The other game of opening day: Brandon Fry, then Beef Fry. Okay, swing and a miss, but they'll complete the strikeout at first base. Next up would be Galtieri, and that is not coming back. Gone to left center. Paulie Galtieri getting the West on the board first, 1-0. Still only one out in the inning for Vapor. Popped up and caught for out number 2. Next up will be Zahn, Brandon Zahn. He is a legacy player for the Red Guards. And Punk, who do we only have 3? I thought we had 4 of our like super ultra legacy players. Because isn't it I don't know who it is for the East. As Walker grounds out to retire the side in the top of the first. West do get around the board though, 1-0. Go to the bottom of the first. It'll be Wilkins leading off, and that one is also not coming back. Wilkins, Oppo Taco ties the game at 1. Oh, is there only 3? Can I just because I like saying it? Can we nominate Moose for reasons? As Jackson has a hit stolen in center field by Vapor. And Sato also to center field. This time not a sliding grab, just a can of corn. Go to the bottom, or 2 outs still. Tanyan gets a base hit, keeps the inning going. That'll bring up Getz. Runner first. Swing and a miss. Both sides with a run via the home run. Go to the top of the second. 6-7-8 due up. Zoidberg. Swing and miss, strike 3. Next up, Thornton Jr. Back to the pitcher in time for out number 2. And now Prince. Ball 4. Runner first, 2 outs. They'll bring up Cohen. And it's a slow roller, but they'll do the force at second base. I thought it was Hingle. I thought it was Hingle. Didn't we make Hingle a legacy player because of, yours truly? As Uiloa leads off with a base at center field. Runner first with no outs. That gets away. Runner goes to second. Popped up, caught for out number 1 off the bat of Farnsworth. Okay, that makes sense. Can we make it 6 and throw Moose in there? As Moody down the line gives the East the lead 2-1 on the RBI double. Runner at second, 1 out for EVC, and that one is also not coming back. Chili Peppers out. EVC with a 2-run home run. And the East now lead by 3. 4-1, top of the order. Wilkins will strike out to make 2 outs. As Jackson hits that right to the second baseman, they'll make the play. Now that'll retire the side. 3 runs in that bottom of the second. East up by that same amount. Top of the third, DeBlow pops it up. 1 out. Now Galtieri. Soft liner. Caught by the first baseman. 2 outs. And Vapor hits that to first baseman, putting in a lot of work in that inning. Go to the bottom of the third. 3, 4, 5 due up. Sato. Back to the pitcher. 1 out. Now Tanyan. Fly ball center field. Out number 2. Now that'll bring up Getz, who will hit that to center field as well, a little bit deeper. But it's also a 1, 2, 3 inning. 4-1 will go to the top of the fourth. As Zahn fly ball to right field. That's caught for out number 1. Next up, Walker. Soft liner, base hit to left. Runner first, 1 out. Zoidberg hits that to deep left center, and that is gone. Zoidberg leaving the field. 2-run home run, and now it's a 1-run game, 4-3. So only 1 out in the inning for Thornton Jr. Hits that back to the pitcher. 1 out, or 2 outs. Prince. That's going to be down the left field line. It's going to go to the corner. It's going to be a double for Prince. That'll bring up Cohen with a runner at second with 2 outs. Hard hit to third, but it's bobbled at first base, and that's going to bring in a run. They're actually going to charge the error on the throw, but a run will score. The game is tied at 4. Swing and a miss by DeBlois will finish the top of the fourth and leave the runner stranded at second base. But an eventful top of the fourth, and all of a sudden we got a tie ball game. Go to the bottom of the inning. Ualoa fly ball to center field for the first out. Now Farnsworth. Liner over the shortstop's head into left center. So runner aboard with a 1 out for Moody, and that's a base hit center field. Runners are going to try to advance an extra base. They go to third, and he's safe at third. So second and third, 1 out for EVC. Fly ball left field. That should be deep enough to bring in the run. Both runners will tag. So 5-4 on the sac fly. Runner at third with 2 outs. And that's not coming back either. Fillmore Wilkins with a 2-run home run, and now it's 7-4. West got 3 in the top of the fourth. East come back with 3 of their own. So back to a 3-run East lead. 2 outs, nobody on. Jackson back to second base, and it's bobbled again. Both sides with an error now. So runner first, 2 outs. Sato, ball 4. First and second, 2 outs. Tanyan, hit. Well, the bad news is the bases are loaded. The good news, if you are a West fan, there's a play at every plate now. As Getz pops it up, and it's caught behind the second base bag to retire the side, but not before the East score 3. In the bottom of the fourth, they very nearly batted around. Go to the top of the fifth. Galtieri, fly ball center field, caught for the first out. Next up will be Vapor. Inside ball 4. Runner at first with 1 out for Brandon Zahn. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Walker liner to right, but caught halfway through the other game on opening day, and a lot more offense in the first half. 7-4. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Ualoa leading off yet again. It's going to be a fly ball to center field, out number 1. Now Farnsworth, also to center field. This time second out. Moody. All 3 outs are going to go to center field. 3 straight fly outs to center field. 1, 2, 3, and go to the top of the 6. 6, 7, 8 due up. Zoidberg, liner, but caught by the shortstop. Thornton Jr. back to the pitcher. 2 outs. Prince popped up, caught behind the first base bag. Now, I believe he's going to, yeah, should have enough time to get 2 chances at it. It'll be 9-1-2 due up here in the bottom of the 6th. EVC, fly ball left field, caught for out number 1, top of the order. Now, Fillmore Wilkins has 2 home runs in this game. And I believe to this date, we still only have 1 to ever hit a 3 home run game, and that would be a player whose name I said earlier, but this time it's going to be a swing and a miss for 2 outs, and that would be Hingle McCringleberry. And that was a game we actually did watch on stream when he had the 3 home run game. As Josh Jackson will pop that up, foul ground, out number 3. I actually didn't grab anything to drink. I was busy. I was busy. As Cohen will strike out to start off the top of the 7th, go to the top of the order to DeBlow. Grounder to shortstop, out number 2. Galtieri, swing and a miss, strike 3, takes us to the stretch. You're half a game early. We're going to be doing Ask the Booth for the next game. Sato leading off for the East, grounder to 3rd, out number 1. Tanyan, ball 4. So runner at 1st, 1 out. Ball 4 to get, so 1st and 2nd with 1 out. Swinging bunt in front of home plate for Ualoa. They'll get the out at 2nd base. It'll be runners in the corners, 2 outs on the fielder's choice. As Farnsworth grounder to the shortstop to get the out of 1st base. So Wilkins will get, he'll be the last at bat in the bottom of the 8th. If depending on what happens with Moody and EVC. So we'll see if he has get another chance for 3 home runs in the game as Vapor grounds out to the shortstop for out number 1. Now Zahn, swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. And Walker, swing and a miss, strike 3. West will get 1 more chance at it. East looking for some more insurance. 8-9-1 due up for them. Back to the pitcher. 1 out. EVC, ball 4. Runner first with 1 out. Oh, picked him off. Pick off at 1st base with 2 outs for Wilkins, who will swing and miss for strike 3. Unless the West tie it up and we somehow go to extras, Wilkins might not get another chance for 3 home runs. Top of the 9th, Zoidberg grounds out. Excuse me. As Thornton Jr. will ground out. See, I should have gotten something to drink. Punk knows I talk a lot. As Prince will fly out and that'll end the game. 7-4. East will take the win. All of the scoring happening in the first 4 innings. Fillmore Wilkins with the 2 home run game. He is your player of the game. So we're going to do some saving here. Get your questions ready. We're going to be doing Ask the Booth for our next game on the stream, which is going to be our last game if I'm not mistaken. But first, got some quick sim days to go through. Let's go ahead and do that. West and the East. East will win 4-2. DeBlow with a walk and a run for the West. And then on the East, EVC going 2 for 3. Peregrino will be the winning pitcher. Rich the loss. Mike Wise with the save. Pedro Peregrino, player of the game. South and the North. And it's going to be the South winning 3-1. Not an accurate chart, by the way. Just saying. Um, for the South, Lopez going 1 for 3 with a run. And then on the North, Misty Morning, 2 for 4. Tim Infinity with the win. Aaron Ritter the loss. Luix the save. Aaron Ritter, your player of the game. So both the East and the South looking for a sweep. South and the North. And it is not going to be a sweep for the South. Wow. 1-0. Only 7 hits in the whole game. In fact, only 2 people getting hits for the South, Rage and Smith. And then on the North, yeah, when it's 1-0, there's not much like Jose had the only RBI of the entire thing, and it was a double. Boykins with the win. Hamilton lost. Al Duggar the save. Jorbo Boykins, your player of the game. So one sweep was thwarted. What about the other one? It will be a sweep. 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th for the East, the defending champs, to get the sweep. For the West to blow, 1 for 5 with an RBI. And then on the East, EVC 1 for 4. Neither starting pitcher on the decision. The winning pitcher goes to Knuckle Puck. 2 innings in relief. Beware strikes, blown save loss. Eric Prince is your player of the game. You have an off day. And then we have one more quick sim day. Then we will. The next game is going to be the one of the few games that both the user created starting pitchers are playing against each other. So East and North is going to be our last one for today. Am I on the right day? Okay, I'm on the right day. South and West. And we got our first walk off. Walk-off single by Prince will get them the 4-3 win. For the South, Lopez 1 for 3 with a run scored. On the West, DeBlow 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, a walk, and a run. Beware strikes with the win. Lou excess blow and save loss. Ben Smith, your player of the game. Then East and the North. Also 4-3, this time not on a walk-off, but the North will take the win. For the East, EVC going 1 for 4. On the North, not much going on. I mean, Jose off to a great start for the North, but not much going on there. Rusumov with the win, Wyatt the loss, Duggar the save, Muffin Healer, player of the game. And now that'll take us to our next and final stream game, East and the North, where we get to see so far, only 2 user create pitchers facing off against each other in Zaxby Chan and Agnes Digital. And this will also be, as is tradition for Prospect League, since we don't have a long index upload like as we do with the usual PBE streams. Ask the Booth. It is Ask the Booth. There's only one rule for Ask the Booth. Don't ask any questions that can get me in trouble. That is the only rule. You can ask about whatever you like. Let's be aware of, COC. It's nothing inappropriate, but doesn't have to be about baseball. Doesn't have to be about PBE. It can be about whatever you like. Also, a good time if you are new. As we were kind of talking about at the beginning of the stream, answering some questions if you're new. There's also a good time to ask questions if you need advice or you're not sure about something within PB because there's a lot to take in early on. Um, but yeah, get this started. Costco has the best, cheapest 3-star lunch or dinner or snack that you can ever get. Whether it be a slice of pizza, a hot dog, which you can now get with a bottle of water instead of a soda. If you're trying to be healthy. Although, if you're getting a hot dog, you're kind of already defeating the purpose. Don't trust me, I'm not a doctor. But, I mean, if you're getting a hot dog, you might as well get a soda. you might as well just get the soda. No. No, I don't. I don't even really eat out at all, to be honest. If scouting hasn't started now, it will. So it will start very, 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 very soon. Usually once the regular season is over, that's when things start to pick up. So I would say, if not now, like if you haven't heard from people now, you will start to hear from people um, as the weekend progresses. I always forget if I'm ever allowed to say when the draft actually starts. For those who don't know, in case you maybe participate in other leagues, we do an offline draft, so it's not like so when you see it on stream, the picks were already done. I know like SHL does a live draft, um, where like as the stream is going, there are people actually making picks, which is in some ways really cool. In some ways, it's daunting. But it is an offline draft, so by the time that is showing up on stream, um, picks are made long ago. But because of that, we get one of the best parts of our drafts. And I might have to go out on a limb and say this is the one thing PB is fantastically good at, and that is our draft presentations because it gives our draft team a lot of gives them time to make draft cards, which we've had some absolute doozies. If you are new and um this is what the render, because when you create a player, it's like one of the questions is render. That's what it's used for. So when it comes to draft time or awards, it's the visual graphic representation of your player. Um, but yeah, it gives them time to cook up some good stuff. I know I'm gonna be looking forward to it personally. In about 3 seasons. Now I gotta be on my extra best. So my PBE boss is in Prospect League this year, so I gotta be on my best behavior. And now my DSFL boss is here, so now I gotta be double on my best. Oh, and he's also my teammate at SHL, so I gotta be triple on my best behavior. I can't be talking smack. So have you not heard from anybody, Martin? Because I do know some GMs start scouting at the All Star break. I don't have my cheat, and my cheat sheet, I mean my scout sheet. I don't have it obviously in front of me because I've got multiple screens for the stream in front of me. How much GPE do you have? I know you're on my scout sheet. That's as far as I'm going to go though, because don't want to get in trouble. Uh, and this is just me. This is just me spitballing because I don't know what the other GMs do. There are some GMs they'll just start at the top by TP and work their way down. Um, some they see people that they really want to talk to immediately. Maybe they know them from another league. Maybe an observation from within the PBE circles, or it'd be the Discord, the forums, etc. People will, you know, do it that way. 165 is not bad. And I hope I didn't make you feel bad by asking that. I do regret asking that um, I mean, 165 is not that bad. See, the one thing that I always tell people about similes in general, really, it doesn't even have to be restricted to just PBE. Like, you don't have to be a max earner to have fun. You don't have to be a max earner to have fun and enjoy the league. It's really whatever you want to get out of it. Now, if you're the type of person, I'm not saying you are, but just as a hypothetical, if you're the type of person that wants to go out and win like a bunch of awards, be Hall of Fame, all those things, then yeah, you're probably gonna need to max earn or at least close to max earn. Um, maybe miss like a I don't know FG or something a week, and you probably still get there. Um, but like for instance, like I'm not a max earner in DSFL slash ISFL. That's gone. Um, but I expect that. I fully expect it. It's a lot. It's whatever you want to get out of it. It's like ISFL, DSFL. Like I'm not a max earner, but I'm still having a heck of a lot of fun because that's not what I'm there for. You know, get to meet new people I haven't met otherwise, and socialize, and you know, put other people through the ringers of my terribly dry humor. Um, if that makes any sense at all. But I feel so for really the only positional group. Really? You're joking, punk. It's not the end of the season. First of all, you're not that old. Your player's not that old. And secondly, this is not when players get auto retire. Oh, exclamation mark professional. Because that's right, yes. Today is technically the last. Oh crap. You know what that means? That means I gotta do a lot of oh my gosh. That means I gotta go figure out my champ week or off the big task that I usually end up having to do a whole bunch of writing for. Like a whole bunch. Like a lot. For a memoir. But yes, is it 600? It feels like a lot more than that. Feels like a heck of a lot more than that. You know what? I'm just happy to be almost top 30 in my draft class. I am like the second highest or third highest safety in my draft class, despite not being a max earner. Oh, so let me be very clear. Um, if you're active, like you don't go IA and like you just stop doing whatever it was that you're doing. You will eventually make it to the majors. You will eventually make it. The longest actually that's right. That's what I was about to get into. The only time that you may have to worry, or I don't know if worry is the right word, but like where you may get called up like soon ish would be if you're a pitcher. Like if you are a pitcher, um, and like let's say the team that drafted you is in their window, so they're fighting cap. Sometimes what they'll do to save cap is they'll call up a prospect after like 2 seasons and just be a relief pitcher, and that would save some cap space that they could use otherwise. Outside of that, um, if you're a hitter, then usually, I still use the word usually because there's sometimes there's some one-offs where a hitter gets called up early. Um, 3 seasons, 3 seasons is usually a good rule of thumb for batters. 3 plus, and the reason for that is because you need to accrue TPE, and let's be honest, unless you're a magician and you're like the defensive specialist, so you already expect that you're not going to hit very well. Outside of that, it is not fun being called up early as a batter and just toiling around hitting like 200 with like a 500 OPS, and you're just kind of there as a warm body. Like that's the one time where like as a batter it just really sucks. But generally the rule of thumb, at least 3 seasons. Um, some stay down longer. Like I know for me, I think I was down for like 4 seasons with my minor league player. Um, really? We're like a lineman, or like an O line or D line. That's the one thing I did not do in ISFL DSFL this time around, and I was very very like upfront with all of the scouts. Don't ever make me play O line. I will be the kicker. Heck, I'd be the punter. I will do any other position. Just do not make me an O lineman. Don't even ask me to be an O lineman. That I started out as a tight end with my first player, and now this is like right when I found sim leagues in general. So this is like over 2 years ago when I found PB. I was like, oh my god, there's other ones. And I got in over my head, and I was just like, oh crap. I can't keep up with all this. So went IA, and then after that, dude man got my player from free agency and convinced me to not be IA again. Like he got me out. He's like, hey, I'll help you out, um, and I love dude man. By the way, that's why like we traded we traded for a third round pick in the last PB draft to go get dude man. Um, which is ironic because like 2 weeks later he drafted me because he was a SHL GM. It's like we drafted each other, so it's kind of funny. But he was like, I think you should be an O lineman. Since I was low TPE and I was coming out of IA, I was like, okay, sure, that's fine. Holy crap! It takes a special person to be an O lineman in ISFL DSFL. Because it's boring. It is so boring. Even though I don't watch every stream, I will be watching tonight's stream, which is in 45 minutes or so. Um, so I like looking at the index. Like I go in the index, take a look, see how I'm doing. Same thing with PBE. And if you're an O lineman, holy crap, it's boring. How many pancakes did I get today? And that's about it. So yeah, don't ever make me an O lineman. I will be whatever else you want. That's why I did safety. I did safety based on the recommendation of another good friend, somebody who I had the pleasure and the privilege of drafting, and was also part of one of the crazier trades in the last draft, and that would be Crunk. I love Crunk. Um, I was basically the person helping him with his hitter build, which I made a little boo boo here and there because he was part of the group where like they did some time in OTP 23 and some with the new games. So we made one little mistake that we should do over again. But outside of that, I was always helping him with his build, and in return, since he knew more about ISFL than I did, it's like, okay, listen, like I'm gonna recreate. Can you help me out? What should I do if I'm mid earning? And that's how I ended up at safety. It's like, yeah, safety's a good spot. It's like, okay, good. Now, when I forgot who was scouting me. I do wish I went with kicker. There's a small part of me wish I went with kicker. Because then my render could have been Kansei Matsuzawa. And I would have been a happy camper. Even though safety, I still got to do Peter Manuma as my render. Who, by the way, made it to at least the 90-man roster with the Patriots. Because he went undrafted in this last real life draft, the NFL draft. But yeah, and also I learned SHL every position for the most part. You could be a mid earner and still do all right. I think except for goalie. So I could have been a winger. But that's why I went with defenseman. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be. And what's funny is for that's the other thing about SHL. Like you can make builds where like on paper I'm a defenseman, but now I'm being played as a winger. So a little interesting thing there. So I have a piece of advice um, for you. I have a piece of advice. Um, if you want to grab the attention of GMs and you like to write, I suggest doing a media. It'll serve you two purposes. Um, One, you get league money for doing a media, especially depending on how long and how good it is. Just don't be like some dumb people and try to use AI and think you can get away with it because you're not. Um, but I highly suggest writing a media. Now, one thing I'll have to go back and look. You can get twice the pay for draft media, but I don't know if like the thought in my mind was like you doing like a draft profile of yourself. And I want to say that would count for the double media, but I'm not 100% certain. I don't remember if they made it specifically for mock drafts or anything, or if it's about anything draft related. I don't know if you may know offhand by chance, but I recommend writing a media. Now you could do it. You can go about it a couple different ways. You could do like a RPG role play kind of deal, like like almost like what you would have done for your intro PT if you've done it, but maybe a continuation of that. Or you can take it in the purely other direction, like the realistic, um, talking about you as a person, so that the other GMs and the community get to know you better. Um, but I know you would get at least some media pay for. I just don't know if it'd be double. And I'm probably doing a terrible job of explaining it too. Chan will get the win. Digital will take the loss. I mean, did a little bit better second start than the first start. I gotta be positive. That's my boss. Uiloa is your player of the game. Oh, I wanted to say something. uh, or no, wait a minute. I did do it in a server. I don't remember which one I did it in though. That's okay. I don't remember if I saved. Let's go save. South and West. 11-6. West will take the win. I was about 9 or 8 runs in the final 3 innings. For the South, looks like a couple people with 3 hits. On the West, DeBlow with a walk and a run. Hammerstick will get the win in relief. Wrecked will take the loss in relief. Your player of the game is Dr. Zoidberg. I believe this is the last day, isn't it? Yes, it is. After this, we will figure out where we're going to raid you all off to. South and the West. South wins 7-2. Lopez 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run. And then on the West, none of our prospects getting involved necessarily, but a couple multi-hit games for Zoidberg and Walker. Infinity with the win, Rich the loss, Tim Infinity, player of the game. Last box score of the day, East and North. North takes the win 8-2. So they end up taking 2 out of 3 from the East. On the East, EVC with 2 walks and a run scored. On the North, Misty Morning 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Ritter with the win, Peregrino loss, Brian Bleeker, player of the game. Very early, but we'll take a look. I mean, we are literally 1/9 of the way through the regular season, so it's going to be pretty close together for this first go at it. Now, one other piece of housekeeping. This is gonna make more sense if you are a recreate. Prospect League has a separate index from the main index. I bring that up because I can only do 1/2 of the upload. It is a Friday night. The person who can do the other half may or may not be busy, so it may or may not be updated very shortly after this stream. However, it is set to automatically update at midnight Eastern time. So if is he? Yeah, I'm not gonna bother him. I am not gonna. Ooh, I just had another thought pop through my mind. I was like, wow, this is gonna be an interesting time for vacation. Um, but it will update at midnight Eastern time. We'll just say that. I'm not gonna bother the other. I am not one for bothering people while they're on their vacation. It was already weird enough when Punk was on vacation last Prospect League. You had a dinger on stream. In fact, I think you're off to the best start so far. Well, cool down a little bit. Give you a little tiny look because I have to figure out who we're running into anyway. I already think I know who, but just to double check, just to make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna send y'all over to franchise. Oh, actually, before I do that, now which one's gonna be? Minor league draft is going to be 2 weeks from tomorrow, which I think is the last day. There's only is there 30 days in May? 31. It's on the 30th. Now, because EVC, I know you stream on because that's Ripple Packapalooza. I have no idea what time it's going to be. Just as a friendly little heads up. Oh, well, no, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Thank you for asking that question because that just reminded me I'm going to have to do some coordination on that day. Yes. Yes. Yes, that. If there's a time to do it, now is the time to do it. Especially if because the week changes on Sundays, so or Sunday night into Monday. So So yeah, they're going to lose out on a little bit of TP if they wait till after Monday. But still, no matter what, good time. Really good time. Really, 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 really good time. Um, so I was a mentor, and then I got it got taken away from me. I was a mentor for like 12 hours. I was a mentor for 12 hours. And since you're in the server EVC, you should be able to grab a um I was a mentor. I had mentor perms for 12 like 12 hours. Um what I don't know if that's going to be a permanent link, or in other words a link that won't expire, So I would just say I would I don't know if maybe Punk, are you able to get EVC like a permanent, like invite link that won't expire? Good, good, good. Very good. Thank you. I t- I have my phone in my hand. I was like, I was about to go pull up something, and now I remember. Oh, it's gonna be easier if I do it on my phone because we have other streams. We have stuff coming up. Um, that's right. I gotta go to. I don't use the stream. I don't type things in the stream thingy anymore because I've never really needed to. I think tomorrow is still TBD if I'm not mistaken. But let me double check that. Okay, yeah, this is the right one. I believe this is. Oh wait a minute. No, it's not. Oh, they changed. Okay, never mind. Tomorrow still TBD. Stay tuned to the main server as far as the final stream of the PBE regular season. Um, Not sure. I mean, there are co-hosts, but there's no actual pilot. Next week, so our next Prospect League stream is going to be on Monday at a time to be determined, probably around the same time. And then Tuesday and Wednesday is playoffs round one. Um, I'm very used to so that nobody signed up for Tuesday. Wednesday, the second half is 6 p.m. Eastern. Semifinals next week, Thursday. Minor League then Saturday the 23rd, so 8 days from now, World Series doubleheader. World Series Saturday. Minor leagues in the daytime, major leagues in the nighttime. We will also have Prospect League on 1 week from today at a time to be determined. And then as we get closer, we'll talk to y'all about what else is going on in the weeks thereafter, because especially for yours truly, there's a lot of stuff going on this off season. A lot of stuff going on. But with that being said, let's go ahead and send you all over to one of our fellow affiliates in Franchise Time Machine. Hopefully, y'all have a great weekend. Um, get some. It's summertime now. Get some sun. Touch some grass. Enjoy the whatever the week. I mean, I will not be going outside and touching grass since it's supposed to be stormy here. But um, have a great weekend. Good luck to anybody whose teams are still up in the runnings for the playoff race tomorrow. And don't forget to do your tasks. Rookie Discord, as always, if you have any questions. And we didn't we didn't talk about food today. I guess that means we'll talk about double the foods on Monday. We'll see you all later.